against OG, it gets left in. When they play against EG, it gets left in. Because then those teams just take it. All right, Secret played it. They did play it like a month ago in Omega. So like near like halfway through the Omega League. Okay. And guess what? They did win. I know, shocking, guys. In fact, that was actually versus
Shocking.
this squad. Yeah, the now NAVI squad.
Yes. Used to be Fly to Moon. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Magnus,
so their last matchup didn't go too hot.
Okay. Magnus also banned out. We saw Secret got to play that yesterday. It was a puppy Magnus. It was fine. You know,
It was
puppy's
pretty damn spectacular, dude. Remember how fast Matu farmed? What do you have? 200 last hits at 15 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was playing Sven.
Yeah, it was nasty. Mask
he
and Madness
farmed
and
very
Power.
well.
Don't you wish you could have a free game like that?
They're pretty darn rare. When I play carry, it's like 1 out of 20, maybe. You get a true free game like that where you're just Battle Fury or Sven running through the jungle like, all right, guys, I got my ult. Let's fight. You kill 3 people, teleport right back to the jungle, clear it out again. It's a magical thing when it happens, Trent. It's almost worth those other 19 rough carry games when your support doesn't want to buy wards for you. Almost.
But not quite.
So it's a lot of torture to get to that one perfect carry game. But the Vengeful Spirit nabbed up by Navi. Super safe opener here.
Now, they like the Morph Venge. I do not believe they are Arc Warden players, unless something has changed. So, there's some teams you see this Venge first, you immediately think Drow or Arc Warden. I mean, it could be Drow still for sure. We saw Secret banning Drow first phase yesterday too. Although that was a bit of a random because they're banning Drow and CK. But
I mean, this is a cool potential response if you're thinking about a Drow lineup like Elder Titan, good in his own right, but also an amazing delay hero. So already protects you a little bit depending on where they go with this Venge opener.
Yeah, if they try and just like set up at towers and create like a siege perimeter, the spirit is just way too strong. You just get one stomp off and suddenly you get collapsed on. I like this choice. Taking the general hero early.
Yeah, General makes this hero look something special. I felt a little hot and cold on the Void Spirit where he feels really fragile. Like he just hits this wall if you don't maintain momentum. But as we saw yesterday, General is so good at playing aggressive, finding those key targets, and making so much noise with the Void Spirit.
They might still have to ban out the Bat Rider too, depending if they want it or not on Secret, just because you never know if they're just going to give the Void Spirit to Iceberg or something if the Bat Rider game's too good. But they, of course, probably don't want the bat themselves because there's Avenge on the enemy team. They could morph, theoretically, here. Just because they have the ET already.
A nice early morphling pickup.
Yeah. But I think Secret are versatile enough they don't have to.
They take
the Drow. Okay.
Wow, that's interesting. They could have just banned it, but no, they really want it. So a combo breaker and also something that they're comfortable with.
I mean, she plays like a tower. So you think how Elder Titan defends towers. He just does that around Drow. It's fine. She just stands there and throws out her spell. She does her multi-shot. I will say Secret and I can't remember who else has been doing this. I guess it's probably Nigma with how much they pick ET too. But this the way that teams have been, because I was watching some NA games where there was ET and Terrorblades a lot as well. And the way that they're able to just like cover him and give these like big long range damage dealers so much space during the team fights. There's not really any of the hero that can do it like Elder Titan can. And it makes the gameplay so much easier for like Drows and TBs.
Yeah, I would agree. And now we'll see some of these gap closer carries get taken out. The Spectre, it's actually Na'Vi that banned out the Bloodseeker, but probably not something Secret would have wanted to play against themselves. Was it Zai that we saw play the Bloodseeker at least one game yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. It looked pretty good. I know it's not new. We've been seeing it in pubs, but yeah, it shreds. That's worthy of a ban.
I mean, V-Tune heroes, we still have the Morphling. We know he plays a good PL. The Arc Warden is the classic ban to the Drow. Good choice.
Another good one. Although we did see an Arc Warden get handled pretty effectively yesterday. I think sometimes when we see Arc Warden, we have this like, he's an alien. It's a free win. There's two of them. And he is manageable, right? Like you can really pick on this hero. He's so squishy in the lane. Which match?
They did a really good job of just like hunting him down, though. I think it's very hard to pull off what they did yesterday versus Nigma.
Yeah, that was game 2 yesterday versus Nigma, the first series. Correct.
The last time they played ET, it was actually for Zai.
Oh yeah, that was actually the game where General played the Void Spirit, I think, and he was a big part of that pressure on the Arc Warden. There were a couple times where he would trade 1 for 1, but he would kill the Arc Warden first, and it actually crippled him so much. The Arc Warden, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, the constant hunting.
Yeah, some good offlaners here, banned out by Navi, the Underlord, the Mars. Just good team fights set up around the ET and the Drow. Super reasonable bans.
Yeah, but Zai's like that last game they did, it wasn't even like a weird ET draft or anything. I mean, they were versus like a Luna Avenge draft, but they ended up going core ET with a 20-minute Ags into Halberd. Like there's no Meepo or anything. Nothing that necessarily like forces you to do it. And then now they're banning the Clockwork too, which is like, well, I mean, that's just super good versus ET, but also really good versus Drow, I suppose. So it still doesn't force them into anything. But part of that strategy was they also had the puppy Chen, who's still in there too.
Dead hero, man. Even Secret have been passing up the Chen. I know, well, you keep saying that, but I mean, Secret didn't even pretend to give a shit about Chen yesterday. Why would they pretend to give a shit today, buddy? Thank God they didn't pick Chen there. Oh.
Dude, they just picked a Dragonite. That should not ease your worries at all.
Well,
that just
I don't
makes
have
it
money
more
on
likely.
Secret. I have money on my betting pride here. I guess they could still Chen. I don't understand why that hero is not being picked. That's why I'm being so facetious about it. I still don't understand what happened to Chen to make him from like first pick, first ban material to being ignored by teams like Secret that can play it at the tippity top.
Yeah, fair.
Why don't you like Dragonite though, buddy? I feel like you're such a hater on all the heroes I like.
What? I don't hate him. I just say it should make it seem more likely they're gonna pick Chen because the way he plays.
I'm sorry.
Because then he gets his regen amped.
I misunderstood
like
what you were saying. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I thought you were just saying like, well, Dragonite should raise some concerns for you. What do you do with this hero? They're just gonna pick Viper.
They played the Drow SF yesterday, right?
Yes, I think so.
So that's pretty strong. Same idea.
That was Dragonite. Venge, Drow, Clockwork, Bloodseeker, Shadow Fiend. That was the game 2 lineup yesterday that Secret played. That was when Secret got serious. That was when they turned it on.
Yeah, this could be a Zai DK though, for sure. Like they have 10th pick, so they are probably like super open to this being a Zai DK.
Yeah.
Just wanted a decent amount of lockdown for the Void Spirit. And we'll go back for the Wind Ranger. Speaking of lockdown, I was checking Wind Ranger, second most popular hero this month. Not surprising with the
pro games
or with the Arcana coming out,
or just
no,
general?
Just in pubs. No,
okay,
just in pubs across all Dota. I mean, Pudge still has the #1 slot.
Well, I don't think
it really shows how many people play at like the lower levels because I feel like I haven't seen that hero in ages.
Dude. If you hang out in Archon and lower, you see a lot of Drow and you see a lot of Pudge, and there's no reason why other than they seem cool.
Well, Pudge is fun.
Pudge is fun. The Drow one I don't get. She's only fun if you know how to play her. Else you die a lot. she's
not very satisfying like Lasset with either.
Yeah. Well, it's the other Chen. It's the Enchantress. Can work the jungle, maybe put on a little bit more pressure. Seems like she's stolen the spotlight in terms of these hybrid jungler lane dominator type 5s.
Gives you a Dispel versus the Wind Ranger too.
Yeah. Yep.
So just in case she ends up being important in this game or just to annoy her in the laning stage. And she's just been super reliable, I guess I would say, in terms of a 5 lately.
Mm-hmm. She's had a good run. And there's that Chaos Knight. We saw Puppy ban this more games than not yesterday. I think 2 out of the 3. Game 3, he let it go through. But I know that this is something Secret have had on their minds as a potential scary threat. You mentioned yesterday the big change to Phantasm makes CK a little bit more of a team fighter type.
Wow.
Global Dispel. Well,
I'm probably not going to see it. It's cool.
That's
more of an interesting tidbit.
Okay, interesting tidbit. What is it about CK, though? Like, what has made him now come back to relevance? Because this has been a long forgotten about carry.
I mean, Midas is good again, which kind of helps. That's pretty big for him. All the buffs to Phantasm. Phantasm is like way better at the early levels. Now you can just Phantasm, and it has 100% damage, and you can just send it into the jungle to like farm camps, or you can have it push out a wave while you farm jungle to help increase. And you just how much does it take? 325% extra damage, but and then you just get one more each level, and the cooldown's always 75. It's a really low cooldown. Like it's 75-second cooldown, and it lasts for 30 seconds.
That was reduced from 125 before. So that's something a significant buff. Yeah, I'm looking at the patch notes right now. That was in 7.27b. And the outgoing damage, it used to scale from 40%, 70%, 100% at level 3. And as you said, now it's 100% across the board. So the drawback here is that your illusion, you only get one. So you have one really good illusion instead of 3 shitty illusions. I guess that's a lot better.
No, you get 3 at level when it's 3rd level.
Yes. I'm talking about level 1.
Yeah.
Like now it's that's the big switcheroo.
You also don't get that dice roll for the bonus illusion. That was a good one.
Oh, you're right. That's just totally gone now. It's just 1, 2, 3. There's no chance at extras. All right. I liked extra dice rolls, man. It made me feel good when I was playing Chaos Knight.
Well, they gave him back the dice roll on the crit and the lifesteal instead of making it the timer like it used to be.
Oh man, this hero's been ripped apart and then reassembled. My gosh. I want to see the Aghanim so bad, Trent. I want to see the global dispel.
Someday. If he had like cool allies, like the TB.
If he had cool allies. Sorry, Void Spirit.
Well, the Phantasms were actually good. I like the Bat Rider band, though. That's exactly what we were talking about before. Just like keep that in mind. It shows the stalwart mind of Puppy.
I mean, both the Void Spirit and the DK could be flex picks for the 2 and the 3. So these final bands, a little tricky. Zeus, as well as the Necrophos banned out now by Navi. 2 great bands. We saw Nisha play the Zeus yesterday. Don't think they won that game, but he farmed like an absolute madman.
Wow, they actually banned Tinker. I mean, it is Iceberg, and they do have a drought, but that's pretty funny. Tinker ban.
It looks like a pretty nasty Tinker game if they were to take it. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, if Iceberg wants to play Void Spirit, there's some pretty good heroes. There's still like Beastmaster in the pool. Can they... Nyx actually looks pretty good this game, but then the Wind Ranger would have to be mid. But
so Navi take the Shadow Fiend. Very interesting.
That. Gives General his hero of the Void Spirit, and he'll have one of the best 4s with you in the Wind Ranger. I feel like that lane's like very oppressive. And then the way that they work together for like hunting down the mid game is really strong.
And TA, pretty quick pick here for Secret. We saw this matchup yesterday. Templar Assassin versus Shadow Fiend. It's supposed to be pretty TA favored.
This will be interesting, though, because we saw it yesterday, and Nisha didn't seem that bothered necessarily on the SF, right?
No,
I would say his game went pretty fine to the point where you're like, oh, well, that didn't seem like a very hard counter. So we'll see if it looks any different when it's Nisha actually playing the Templar Assassin. Or if, again, it's more of a, like, the way it scales in. Like, it still looked okay for the TA. It wasn't bad necessarily.
Yeah, I would say it's maybe not like a hard counter that's too extreme. The TA has really good options to punish the Shadow Fiend, but against a really skilled Shadow Fiend player, the punishment is sort of minimal. But you got to play really tight as the SF. It's definitely a bit easier for the Templar Assassin in a lot of regards. But not that side blades are easy to use, but you know, you have that tool there. So
yeah, he did not get punished very hard by side blades. I was kind of like keep my eye on mid, and he wasn't getting clipped all too much. It's like really good positioning from Nisha.
So we'll see if Iceberg can do the same. It does look like Navi have one of these lineups that's very momentum focused, where I could see them running away with it if they have good lanes, maybe win a fight in the early mid game, take a nice early Roche. Kind of doubt we'll see that Presence of the Dark Lord affects buildings 15-minute talent on Shadow Fiend, but
that's a Yapsor Dragonite, my bud.
You're right. That is a Yapsor Dragon Knight.
That's a Zai Elder Titan.
It's a position 3 Titan. Matu takes the Drow. Yapsor will be a position 4 Dragon Knight. And Puppy will take the Enchantress.
Maybe they wanted the DK mid? Oh, you know what? The Breathe Fire is actually really good versus the CK, too.
Oh, you think he'll get the Breathe Fire talent? The extra damage reduction?
Well, isn't the other one mana? And he'll be a support.
Okay, fair. I guess it's good without it. But, yeah.
I mean, at least he has some value.
DK Elder Titan, he reduces your right click. Elder Titan has a nasty right click. I don't know. There's some potential lane synergy there. That's some very secret kind of shit. Any other team, I'd be like,
secret shit, yeah.
This is the weirdest lane ever. What does DK Elder Titan do? But knowing that it's Zai and Yapsor, I have a weird amount of confidence that they're going to make this work and make me feel silly for questioning it.
I mean, once they got the 4 Luna to work, it was all over. That was the last time you were allowed to doubt Yapsor.
Yeah. Well, game number 1 here. Upper bracket, round 2. The 8-team double elim. That means the winner of this series going to the upper bracket final. One step away from the grand finals there, Trent. It's a quick one.
The grand finals already. Wow, you'll be so close. Ooh, just one away. I love it.
Dota Pit is efficient, you see? And we get this thing wrapped up on Saturday.
30 seconds to battle.
It's only Thursday, man.
Well, the lanes look as one would expect. Of course, your position for DK down the bottom lane, just as you expect. He has Tranquils queued up.
Well, NAVI are switching it up a little bit. Looks like General's going to go safe lane, and they're moving V-Tune on that CK up towards top.
Tranquils, Iori.
You don't like Tranquils?
Why would a DK need Tranquils? That's hilarious. He's probably just not even going to put points in Dragon Blood.
I think he's planning on trading quite a bit.
He is Dragon Blood.
Wow,
I'm very curious how he does this. I think he maybe wants, like, perhaps 1 point. He might get 0 points in Dragon Blood.
It's got to be worth at least 1. I mean, it doubles your armor at level 1 when you're outside of the tower. That's pretty significant for trading.
Yeah, but the stun... Okay, the stun doesn't scale that well, I guess, but the Breathe Fire does. So maybe he'll go, like, 3-1-1. Yeah,
that'd be okay. Well, you always get that early point in Dragon Tail, but yeah, it's a notoriously poorly scaling ability.
This is a nice setup, though, from Na'Vi, right? Send the CK into the Drow's lane.
With a tri-lane.
Here.
And that's going to pull the DK up top, so we are going to have a tri-lane on tri-lane.
A legendary tri-lane support DK.
Well, I don't know, buddy. You joke, but look at that. The Dragon Tail sets up first blood for Yapsor. I know, your head's exploding right now.
I know.
Now you've got to pretend to be an analyst and understand what's happening. They'll also get V-Tune's Courier.
Oh, that's pretty nice. Yapsor had another stun, but probably was just hitting the Courier anyway, so.
Probably worth, especially that's the CKs. That's pretty nice.
And then Yapsor just gets out.
And I'll check
I was just pointing out how common this is. That, you know, I'm surprised you haven't seen this.
I haven't seen it.
You know, I've been watching some of the lesser-known regions where this has become so prolific.
Yep.
It's not surprising to us at all.
Puppy now, stunned up. Yapsor, he's giving him the sword. Now, he has a stun available, Trent, but the CK is coming in. Yapsor needs to be a little careful. He's got boots first. He's speedy. Who am I kidding?
Well, now you're going to get some value out of that first Dragon Blood point, though. If you're in a try-v-try the whole time.
I'd say so. So how's our mid lane looking? Shadow Fiend dominating for now, 10-4 compared to the 5-1 TA. The early levels are where this is still rough for the Templar Assassin. Ramps up for her as she gets points in Psyblades. But Iceberg off to a great start.
Yeah, he just forced the TP out of Nisha and gave him the tip for it.
Saw that.
This seems really good for Secret though. The ball, oh, nice double raise there. But this bottom matchup, putting the ET 1v1 versus the Void Spirit, I feel like I would be happier as the team with the ET because soon he'll probably start bullying out the Void Spirit, and it's also just gonna be a really farmed Elder Titan. Look at his build too. He starts with a double ring of protection, so he's sitting at 11 armor when he pulls the Spirit back.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Very survivable. Oh, back to this cluster up top, the tri-lane on tri-lane. How goes the farm? CK 6-2 compared to the 11-3 Drow Ranger, so seems pretty good for Secret so far. Somewhat rare we get these big like try-on-try commitments, but pretty high risk, high reward. What one team will win this tri-lane? And so far, it is Secret.
We've also seen this Navi roster play this way before with VTune, where they like to use the Radiant offlane anyway, so turning into a tri-lane, like they're pretty comfortable having VTune up here. It's not one of the guys that just like lives in the bottom lane.
I mean, look at this combo, Trent. Dragon Tail into the Thunderclap from the Hellbear Smasher. Impeccable micro from Puppy.
Yeah, for half a second I was worried it was about to steal the kill, and then I was like, oh yeah, we're good. It's just Ench helping out.
Mid has leveled out. Nisha, some big recovery after using that last salve.
Yeah, big gold lead though, like 300 or so for Iceberg.
Yep.
Of regen being burnt. And probably some jungle creeps, I'm sure, on Nisha's creep score.
Up now, Drow Ranger. Trying to make the survive, or trying to live here. VTune gets turned on. Matu low. But he's good. Trying to make the survive. That's not a sentence.
Nah, it was super solid, but... overall, though, tri-lane for a CK, it's good if you can shut down the opponent, but they need to like keep up this pressure because CK tends to want to get like a lot really early so he can start accelerating, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if he just gets like bogged down into a middle-of-the-pack carry, he's not going to farm as fast as the Drow is. Drow has farming tools. CK does not. CK needs farming tools like Midas.
Yep, that's fundamentally the issue with this hero. Not really a great flash farmer. Plays really well from ahead. Not nearly as scary from behind.
To be fair, though, part of that has been fixed with the Phantasm, but he still needs that Midas, I think.
He needs something. I would agree there. Both runes up top going to go the way of Navi. And both down bottom. Oh, I'm sorry. 3 going to get picked up by Navi. General snake that one in the bottom lane. So Zai will pick up the lone rune for Secret.
Yeah, and his last hits, I thought Zai would be winning at this point. I'm kind of surprised. I guess he still has a bit of a wave here, so it's still pretty even. But yeah, I would have thought that the Elder Titan would be bullying the Void Spirit way more by now.
Remember, you get a lot more value out of the Spirit in these 2v2 or 3v3 scenarios. So 1v1, it's just a little less effective, probably harder to abuse.
I mean, it's still like a DD, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just resonant pulsing, right? I mean, that's the difference between Void Spirit and Ember, is that he does get that physical reduction, but I don't know. I'm so used to Elder Titan just like beating the hell out of somebody, but blocking the camp was probably enough for General to ensure that he wasn't going to get overwhelmed.
Dire are scanning.
Great use of the sentry.
Immaculate.
Mid lane, the gap continues to grow. Iceberg now up by about 600 net worth over the TA.
General just got 6 and jumped his courier, and now he's going back for Zai, but the range... Oh, General, no!
Oh! It's going to be close. Zai backs up, doesn't have the movement speed to close the gap. Still a little time on that Astral Step. General, does he need to be careful? No, it's Zai. He gets baited in, and General's got the cooldowns. Resonant Pulse.
Dude, that was dirty.
That's pretty rare to see Zai get got like that, but beautifully done. Now up top, VTune goes in onto the Drow Ranger. Zai gets a counter kill onto General in the bottom lane. In the meantime, as Secret survive with Matumba Man here up top, and they pressure VTune, but they don't find the kill. Puppy does have that ghost, so a little extra slow.
Where are you going?
Atu, he takes part of that power shot. Both sides pretty low. Yapsor living life on the edge and does get punished, but maybe setting up a kill for Matu, gets one. Roger behind the creeps, won't take much damage. It is a 1-for-1.
He just ran into the tower down bottom. He just killed himself while
Oh,
Zai was
did he?
still
Oh.
dead. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Now he's rotating with level 6 up top.
My line.
But he can't get there in time to save Roger. But he might get a counter kill. He's got 2 charges on the Astral. They're still sticking around. Oh,
In on the
baby.
Matu. Puppy trying to delta split. They'll pull him back in and both hit the deck. Beautifully done by General. A worthy
General's
suicide.
really good at this hero. Like the way he just split that Aether Remnant over towards the edge too, knowing
Yep.
that the control was in range from the CK after making that play down bottom onto Zai too. Damn.
Look at this. Navi just going to turn it into a lane rotation. 3 heroes move bottom. V-Tune looking for space to farm and also pressure onto Zai. Level 7 Elder Titan might be in trouble. Stomp connects on 1. There's the Reality Rift, but V-Tune actually taking a lot of damage. They do get the kill that they came for, but the CK, fresh TP back to lane, already getting repelled. Now Puppy charging forward, trying to get something onto the Venge and finds it. Matsu going to be able to finish off Roger, I think. Wind Run, okay, makes it back. Not quite enough. Meanwhile, Nisha, solo kill mid lane onto Iceberg. And the net worth mid has completely leveled out with that solo kill. Please tell me you watched it, Trent.
No, I was watching all the excitement bottom, dude.
Ah,
It was so fresh and exciting. How could I not?
you're supposed to use that third dad arm to catch the action.
That's true. I like the fact that they instantly TP down here from Secret, though. They kind of dodge out General's pressure up top, and then they go right back into like harassing, kind of slowing down the CK. But once General returns, they're just like, yeah, we're out of here.
Oh, look at the big winner of all these rotations. Look who's solo farming up top. It's Yapsor with his Tranquil Boots Dragon Knight. So, space created, buddy.
Radiant are scanning.
Why am I not just Earthshaker? Tranquil's Blink.
He's got the Blink Dagger queued up.
I wish I was any other hero. Why'd they have to pick Shadow Fiend?
Yapsor's just up here by himself like, fucking Puppy, man, this guy. I know he thinks I can play anything. It's really a compliment, but man, this kind of sucks. Yapsor is a positive mental attitude kind of guy. It is just comical that of all the heroes free farming in the safe lane right now.
Dire are scanning.
The only time I can remember seeing this was the Wagamama jungle support DK of the 24-hour stream.
Oh, Puppy! They are going to make a hold at that bottom bounty rune and actually invade for both. It is going to get snatched by Zai, the Drow Ranger, taunted up. Matu maybe in trouble here. General running low on gas though, and instead they turn onto Zai. Now Nisha coming in, Secret ready to try to turn this. Even Yapsor's made the rotation. Does hit the stun onto the Void Spirit. Stick charges, no Astral Step for 5. Roger going to be the first casualty. Iceberg, that was a pump fake on the ulti. Does still have it, but now they get General. Looks like Navi might have overcommitted. Now V-Tune coming back in, but Nisha
nice
doing pretty solid damage. It is a nice ult, but is it going to be enough to change this? Shadow Fiend lives. His teammates not going to be so lucky. V-Tune brought down, always want to fly. TP's out as the Dragon Tail is midair.
I thought they might just TP. I think he like hit everyone with that fear. Maybe there was a chance to evacuate there or something.
Just the mass TP.
Yeah.
Well, they get away with 2, so it's something, but still not great. Now Roger going to come in onto the TA mid, but gets slowed into oblivion. Yapsor will be just fine. 3K net worth edge, though. And what's Nisha buying? Something flying out on that courier. Oh, it's a Blink Dagger.
Shocking. Yeah. Maybe he'll get a Deso after, do you
Radiant's
think?
bottom tower is
Well, I
under
do feel like we see more TAs get Deso first before Blink these days. This does seem maybe not shocking, but it's a little bit rare.
Yeah, I think it's because they have a Drow lineup, too, where it's just, you know...
And the TA's balling. You know, when
and
you're
the
ahead
ET.
like this, you kind of feel better
Radiant's
going for the
bottom
Blink.
tower is under attack.
General.
Matsu.
Pops that smoke right away.
Matsu pops the smoke down bottom. Look at this positioning. He drops the silence.
Dire's
He's got
top
Puppy
tower
nearby,
is
and
under
now
attack.
TP's coming. Secret and reinforcing. They want to take this fight. It's going to be a 5v3 if Navi aren't careful. They lose, always want to fly right away. They're going to catch another. It's the Shadow Fiend deep in the lane. Great stun from Yapsor. The skillful Dragon
Dire's
Tail
middle
sets it
tower
up
is
again.
under attack.
Oh, he stopped off for an urn here. I like that choice.
Oh, yeah.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
How does
And
Yapsor
there's
just
our-
make any hero
Dire's
with a
middle
stun
tower
look
is
broken?
under attack.
Because Secret has really good rotations that if he just does something as simple as a stun, people die.
Yeah, that is the correct answer. It's still just impressive.
Radiant's bottom tower
Hi,
Well,
General.
is under
mid-lane.
attack.
Good jump.
Going to be able to make it back. There is a Midas on CK now. So despite all these shenanigans, Chaos Knight did go for the farming tool. And he'll start to close some ground. Tier 1 tower goes down mid. Yapzor coming in. Great stomp from Zai. And that'll set up onto Roger. Easy pickings.
Iceberg does have bots already, so there is some potential for like the split push, but they're gonna have to hurry because this 5-man right now from Team Secret is terrifying. I mean, you were mentioning how like the Radiant draft has one of those like snowball potentials for sure, but the Dire one is like equally, if not more dangerous too. The TA Drow, and it looks like they're probably gonna get Roche for free at this point. Like I don't see them being ready to contest whenever a Secret want to head to the pit.
Down bottom, looks like always want to fly, and it'd be another casualty of war. Thoughts about this Shadow Fiend build? I don't know if you mentioned this, but he went BOT's first item.
Yeah, I think it's just a state of the game thing where he just knows where we're at. He needs to like split push and farm and try and like offset this 5-man potential from Team Secret. The ganking potential like individually is not that high necessarily. They have a support DK and an ET, so I think he probably feels like he can get away with it a little bit more on the side lanes. Because you know they want a 5-man a lot right now from Team Secret.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty obvious.
And like if he just goes blink Yules, they're not gonna be ready to just like fight. You know, who's he gonna solo kill? And maybe he can like catch Drow by himself, and then he's just gonna be on an island on Dire territory and die. So he needs like a little bit of scaling potential to go with it, even if he goes back for that build.
Yeah, I think the Ench and the Drow are the only two potential targets. The XP is getting a little scary though. I don't know if you noticed, but Nisha's level 14. Look at this bottom lane. The Venge is level 5 still.
That is petrifying.
And
5, man. Oh, that's so sad.
This tower is just falling apart. Yeah, it's 14 minutes, and always want to fly still is ultless. That really hurts.
Yeah, he has not had a great game.
Yeah, he was victim of first blood in the tri lane, and was all downhill from there. A tough start. And our Drow just going for a Hurricane Pike. Very standard itemization from a Tumba Man.
15-minute blink with Urn on the Yapzor. He's more farmed than Zai.
Yeah, you had all that space in the safe lane. Always want to fly again.
Look how far away that Spirit was.
That kill. Yep.
He was farming the wave with his hero and helping to get that stomp.
Mid lane now, Roger. TA Trap does connect. Nisha on the hunt. No more wind run. No shackle latch. And no uphill miss. Roger dead again.
Will Nisha die this game? Thoughts?
I actually think no. I think he's so far ahead. I think they're going to control Roche. He's going to get Aegis, and if you don't count Aegis death, then I think his KDA will remain 0. Yes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But I think he will die with the Aegis in his hands. They find the Shadow Fiend.
Oh my god.
Good night, Iceberg!
Look at that ward. Why is this ward here? I would be so mad right now looking back at this and be like, why do they ward their own jungle? They're so far ahead. They're playing bottom the entire time.
I mean, isn't that the
guys are
secret
such
big brain play,
tryhards.
though? They know, like,
it is.
okay, so we've invaded the enemy jungle. Shadow Fiend's nowhere on the map. Where could he be? Drow's in our triangle. There's one big section of the map left, and it's over here.
That's why
It seems so obvious when you watch Secret do it. They found Always Want to Fly again. About 2-shot him there. The creeps put up a better fight at this point.
B-Tune, I mean, he has Armlet now, but still feels like he needs the Echo Saber before he does much.
Yeah. I think this game has been a really good example, though, of the TA versus Shadow Fiend matchup. On 2 levels, right? Nisha got that solo kill on Shadow Fiend at like level 7 or level 8 or something. So showing how that counter dynamic can work in a 1v1 scenario. But then also the difference in power spike. Like, Shadow Fiend really just wants to be farming right now, wants to get these core items, finally has that Yule's. TA is happy to be hunting right now. She's got that Deso with the blink. They're going to look towards Roche. BKB coming up next. Pulse will scout it out, but it's going to initiate a team fight that will not end well for Roger.
And Roger was like the only person I thought might survive a bit more in this game, and he's got 5 deaths. So at least he has wind run.
Yeah, the wind run just doesn't last long enough, unfortunately. At only 3 seconds, so if he hits him with a TA
here we
trap.
go, the steal.
General jumps in. It's a bold play, but doesn't work. Gets killed by the Dire, picked up by Nisha. General will make it out of the pit, but Nisha's going to chase him down. One more auto attack and finds it. Now on the other side, V-Tune tries to commit, but he is getting obliterated. The regen rune snatched by Secret. Puppy not going to fall. And this is looking disastrous for the Radiant. They lose 3.
Frost Mage. Did you see those Phantasms just waddling? It's because they were attacking Matu with the Ogre Frost Mage buff.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious. They couldn't move. They hit him once and they were just done. Oh man, Puppy's so smart with these damn creeps.
Radiant's top tower
CK did manage to do about 2,500 damage in that last fight. Not enough though. And now that top tier 1 falls, Secret tighten their grasp on this game. Yep, this is Team Secret, 6-22 at 18 minutes. Firmly in control. Trent, would you like to take a guess at the win percentage?
Ooh,
what do the robots think?
80, no. Yeah, 89%. 89%.
I'm going
95.
92. Okay, 95. Yeah.
I didn't know if it would be that harsh at just 19 minutes, but that's
I don't know.
fair.
11, 0, and 4 TA. Level 17 with Aegis. BKB is done in 1 creep kill.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a
I
95er right there.
Yeah, I don't know how Nisha throws this game.
Getting lots of TA love. I mean, it's mostly because of these Shadow Fiend picks, I'm sure, but I feel like I haven't gotten many TA games lately.
Yeah.
Oh, and an Imp Claw. Perfect.
I definitely don't see TA too much.
Hey, Nisha, would you like an Arcane Ring or an Imp Claw?
Blink back. Nisha will be safe. Bottom lane, looks like we'll see some action. Iceberg sets it up onto Yapzor. Big kill on the 4. And back towards the mid now. Always want to fly. He gets sniffed out. Silenced. A couple of right clicks will finish him off. Phantasm from V-Tune, but he's all alone. And TA will make quick work of the illusions as well as CK Prime. Now, back on the Dire side of the map, it's Puppy in general. They're having a little lover's quarrel here in the jungle, a one-on-one. And Puppy's like, hey, you want to hang out, buddy? We can do this all day. My team's hitting your high ground.
Needing an item drop there, I think, from Puppy.
Yep, that would have been on point. So Glyph was used. And now Na'Vi have to make this hold without their CK. No buyback. Dead for 15. Jackal, very nice. Latches on 2. Just not enough damage coming out of Na'Vi to actually find these kills. Some okay opportunities being set up. Nisha, low, might still live, just barely 30 HP. Remember, has the Aegis, so could have been okay to spend it there. Still about 2 minutes left.
What's that Yapzor earn? Oh, he's pumping him into him.
2 charges left. The slow and steady siege.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
I like how he's sending out 1 mango. That's what he's decided with his fully empty mana bar. 1 mango will be enough, thought Nisha.
Well, he's got the Aegis, so he just needs something to hold him over. This is like your pre-dinner snack, You don't want to ruin your appetite, but you got to get something in the belly. 1 mango, Trent.
Fresh mango on the appetizer menu. I can see that.
Well, you're a man of discipline. I could see you avoiding the pre-dinner snack at all costs.
That's true.
Thanks.
Gotta get the big meal, I
Tenderloin's
like to
in the
delay gratification.
I
Radiant's
didn't
Why I
top
play
slave
tower
Dota.
over
It
this.
takes an hour before you win.
Hey, look at that. Zai's got the Aghanim Scepter.
Radiant's top
He was
tower
thinking
has
about
fallen.
picking up Drum of Endurance after the Phase Boots, but he switched it up for the Aghanims.
I think he was farming too slow, so he just wanted his Ags faster.
Yeah. And the Ags is great. We see it versus Vipo and those kind of heroes, but it's just good in general. You see that free BKB.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's
Okay,
bottom
focus
tower
fire
is
down.
under attack.
I like how Secret are doing this. Slow sieging the barracks. Melee almost dead. Navi handling this about as well as they
Is
can.
under attack.
Now the initiation on the high ground, though. A good shackle. Defensive swap from Always Want to Fly. All five still alive for Navi. They will go in on Denisha. That's the Aegis now.
Okay, that was like last second, by the way.
Yeah, it was pretty close. And now they might get the TA again. Nisha will fall.
We're wrong.
Now
He's
the
he
Drow
died.
a little far forward, but Secret might still be able to take this fight. It's a great stomp from Zai. They get the counter kill onto General. Always Want to Fly goes down next, and V-Tune, he just commits for it. He knows there's no chance to run. He does throw his life away, and now Roger outside of the base without Wind Run. Begin to be able to survive here. Blink in from Yapzor, has the stun. Zai does hit pretty hard and gives him the stomp. They found it. Double kill for Zai. That's 4 dead now for Navi.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
TA sideline, but that's not going to stop the push. Damn, Trent, we were right there.
So close. And yet, there it is. The actual
Radiant's
death
bottom
upon
barracks
Nisha.
are
And there it
under
is.
attack.
The GG. Yeah, Navi, limited buybacks here. No, they won't be able to turn this around. 29-8, 23 minutes of gameplay. Secret, they got some dates tonight, Trent. There's no mucking around. They make quick work out of this one.
Yeah, no first pick spear breakers this time, just to support DK. Much more standard stuff here from Secret.
Hey,
as they
it
take the
wasn't
victory.
first pick, though. That's the key.
That's yeah. Now it was a really good rotation of that. If they wanted it mid, they did not want to take it versus Shadow Fiend, of course, because that tends to be a very bad matchup for the Dragon Knight. So they swap it over support, pick the Templar Assassin, give the easy lane to Nisha, give the